I pre-shuffled, so we're pretty much going to get on into the reading. Okay. Okay. For Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to know? Okay, someone's giving up. Someone feels like that, you know, they've been like the wounded warrior, or they've had to, oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, it's kind of like they feel like, you know, they've had to stand back, and this is someone that it feels like, honestly, you may have not have given them the time of day, or at some point, you know, they hurt you, or they done something or something or another, because it's almost like that they done something. They done something at some point in time that hurt you. Three of Swords. And this could have been a ghosting, or, you know, not putting in effort whenever you were putting in effort. You see, you knew your worth and value, and they didn't know it, or they didn't show it. So, you know, they're kind of keeping themselves stuck, and they're giving up. The Death card, they're giving up. Now, I'm also getting that whoever I'm talking to now this could be totally different from this. And it's so odd, because this little message has been coming to me, and now it's coming to me strong. Someone is going to meet someone, and I kept getting all in black. There is such a lack. So this person may be dressed all in black. Yes, I'm seeing like a black suit, black. Well, they're showing me black clothing. They're showing, okay, this could be for more than one person, because they're showing me different clothing. They're showing me a dress. They're showing me a suit. Like I said, they're showing me pants, button-up shirt. So, someone's going to meet someone, or they're going to come across your path, or maybe they've already in your world, you know, and they're all in black. It's almost like someone feels a little about the person, but there's also that, well, maybe I should, you know, as far as giving them the time of day. Now, it feels like that person, because I got such a lack, it's almost like they could be very lazy, or they could be someone who lacks something that will affect you in some way. Yeah, so that's for someone. But back to the reading. You see, this person they didn't know your worth and value. They treated you poorly at some point in time, or they talked to you poorly or something. Or they just kind of just turned their back on you and went their own way. Well, it feels like, you know your worth and your value. And whatever this is, it ended. You know, you're done with it. You're not letting anyone mess with your world. That's what that feels like. Tell me more about this. They only want to give the minimal. They didn't want to give any emotion. It was out of balance. They may have been, okay, they were double dealing. More than one person here involved. Possibly four. They could have been dealing with, had you involved in like a third party, four party person. It's like this person didn't want to give anything. They just clinged on to it. Didn't want to give nothing. And, you know, it's almost like you had to have the strength to get away from this, because it's like it kept you tied. It kept you kind of stuck there for a while. Yeah. Until you found the strength to cut yourself away from this, to end this. You know, it got too painful. And you've healed from it. And you know, you see this person as a player. And you're not willing to carry that burden anymore. No. You know, Hangman is here because I feel like that where you once bent for this person, you're no longer doing it. You're no longer being flexible where this person's concerned. It's like, see, we get back to this same card right here. Now this is you. You're guarding yourself. This person, it's almost like, no, stop. Don't come near me, you know. This person, you don't welcome them to you. It's that type of feeling. Okay. Okay. Aquarius. This is beautiful, though, because, see, you want more. You want more. You desire more, not less. See? You're guarding, you're standing your ground, you're not allowing anyone to persuade or change what you want. You know what you want, and you're not going to settle for less. So, whoever this is, they might as well forget it, because they broke your heart at some point in time or hurt your heart. And now, bam, you following your intuition. You ain't putting up with it. You ain't having nothing to do with it. And this is something that you move away from now. You move away from players. You won't want nothing to do with them. That's what I'm getting from that card. You know what you're looking for. And it's not this King of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. It's not the King of Cups, which we had at the beginning. No, 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 no. You'll guard at all costs against this person. You're not going to allow them to hurt you anymore. You make the decision. And I feel like, honestly, I feel like you're working very hard on what you need to work on. And some of that's you and other, you know, abundance, stability. You're happy. But you've had to find the strength to get there. Manifesting what you want. That person was nothing but drama. Where you once may have felt like they were your wish come true, wherein they were not. They brought negativity. They brought negative attachments. There is a lot of passion here, it feels like. It feels like for you that the passion has stopped, but the person's feeling passion. You may have felt passion at some point in time, is what it feels like. And that is what I've got on that. In the extended, I will just take some other cards. And, you know, we've got everyone here. I'll go ahead and tell you. You know, I see Capricorn. I see Leo. I see Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, extended. If you are dealing with an Aquarius dealing with an Aquarius, what do they need to know? If you're okay. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they got the Hangman, they got the Four of Swords. Oh, goodness. They're dwelling. They're trying to figure out how did this happen? How could they make this work? What happened? But at the same time, they're done trying. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like they're done with trying. Whoever this is, they're done with trying. They're not doing it anymore. And, yeah, they're not doing it. They're just done. They feel like they may as well give up. Dealing with a Capricorn, Aquarius dealing with a Capricorn, what do they need to know? Okay, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, this is someone that, with the Page of Pentacles reversed, they're not giving anything. It's like they feel like they did nothing wrong. You know, Two of Cups here. They want a relationship, but they did nothing wrong. Why should they feel bad for anything? You know, it's almost like they feel like you should feel bad and not them. Yeah. This person's got a very high sort of like they did nothing wrong. Whew. Nope, not sleepy. So I'll go ahead and clear that up. Dealing with a Cancer. Star card. If you're dealing with a Cancer, they're trying to heal themselves. They're drinking from their own cup. They're doing their own thing, you know. They got inside drama going on within themselves right now. So, they feel like they're hurt. Yeah. Okay, if you're dealing with a Gemini. Okay, if you're dealing with a Gemini, you know, the thing is the Gemini, they know your worth and your value, but they've been very confused. It's almost like you are very mysterious to them. They see you in a light of having yourself together, but yet they see you as very mysterious. You're dealing with a Taurus. Whoops. One went in the floor. Wait just a minute. Let me try to get it. Oh, we got Temperance reversed. Yeah. Two of Rods. This person, you know, they've been at a point of things are not balanced for them in their life. And, you know, that's something that I feel like with the Two of Wands, Two of Rods, they're having to make decisions trying to balance out their life. And, yeah. Dealing with a Leo. Okay, if you're dealing with a Leo, this Leo, they're drinking from their own cup. Yeah, King of Cups reversed. Okay, they're drinking from their own cup. They're not giving out their love. They may be very family oriented, but they're also thinking a lot about family. There's something going on in their own family. They're not giving from their cup. That's what it feels like. Okay. Dealing with a Pisces. Justice is here. This is a karmic relationship. Yeah, this is a karmic relationship. The Tower card's here. This was not balanced. This was out of balance. This was, you were put in it feels like you're being double dipped. We'll put it that way. They probably have more than one person, you and someone else. Okay, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, Page of Cups. This person's not taking love serious because I'm drawn to the Fish. They may seem very childish. Okay. Dealing with a Virgo. Okay, if you're dealing with a Virgo, they're all about home, work. So all about home and work. They're not giving. In other words, it's all about what they want, and that's all they're worried about. Okay. If you're dealing with an Aries, they're all in their head. They think about this. They dwell on it. It's really making them possibly kind of sick. This person may also have some sort of mental illness. They're not communicating with the Eight of Wands reversed. Oh, the Magician reversed. Oh my goodness, Five of Swords reversed. That is, if you're dealing with the Sagittarius, oh, they're not in a good light. They're very, they may be planning something, plotting something. It's not a very good feeling about it with that Magician reversed. If you're dealing with a Libra, they're healing. They're healing. They're healing. and they're trying actually to find themselves, it feels like. They've got a lot of crap in their own life, and it's like they have to concentrate on them right now. Okay, let's see. I want to take you. I'll take you one of these. Okay, Aquarius. You got ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike, and learn to love them all as lessons. Let's see. I feel like I need to take you another card. Let's take you one of these. Happiness is my birthright. That's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it very much. Much light and love. Mwah.